Yeah, come here. Come here, my peeps. Come here. Did y'all heard what's going on with 45, 47? Let me tell you in a me Jamaican talking, cause this up in me Jamaican people, them. Alright, listen up. Y'all, if you know what better for now, you better go take on picnic them out of school. You hear me? Una need to go take una picnic out of school. You see, if una know say, una na have no papers up in the people them country. You see, if una know say una in the people them country and una work and do all of that and una have no papers and have no picnic them and send go school, una need to go take them out right now. The clock a tick. Go take them out. Una hear what me hear? You know look like una hear what me hear go on. Let me tell you now. Let me go on a so. The people, 45, 47, I send them in there, okay? The ice, the pan ice, up in the school them. I send the people them go to the office and then the whoever from the office call the parent them to come get them and when them come, boop, them gone. So if you don't know what better for them, you go take on a picnic them out of school, you hear me? Una better go sit on one side. I hope una have somebody can go and mine una or whatever. Because guess what? Una forgot to play some hide and seek now. Una know how hide and seek go. Everybody know how to play hide and seek. So una need to go do that because guess what? 45, 47 are seek and una better hide. Alright. Don't say me not tell you no if una nobody there already. My people them. Me
Back to my YouTube channels. My name is Tim Test Reaction. Kindly for watching me for the first time. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. So, guys, in today's video, I want us to continue watching this combination of video from the black people and Jamaican who are living in the United States because Trump has been so cruel to we as the black people and also Jamaicans. So deportation just has happened, and you find that those people has been spending a lot of time in United States. You find that most of them, most of those immigrants has been born in and raised in United States. So kindly guys, let's watch this combination of video and then I'll come back with more reaction.
To my American citizens, or to those of you, I should say, who were immigrants, who went through the process, who got all your documentation, I want you to know they already tried to deport a man to Jamaica in 2018. Did we all forget that? He was held by ICE for weeks. He was 3 days from being deported to a country he had never visited. He had a Florida driver's license, which can only be obtained if you are a citizen of the United States. Driver's license, not an ID. You guys don't understand how cooked you are. You have a slight accent in this country. They are gonna put your ass on a flight or on a boat to somewhere that they think you're from. This man was born in Philadelphia. He was raised in New Jersey. And they tried to deport him to Jamaica. I'm Jamaican descent. My father was born in Jamaica. My father lives in Jamaica. My mother is American. My mother was born here. I was born here. But if I have an accent, they're going to try and deport me. So I don't have an accent. So I speak like this because it's the only way to feel even a little bit safe in this country. I want you to know that. Doesn't matter that you have the paper. They will try to deport you.
5,000 people that is going to be deported. Actually, they supposed to receive their warrant for deport to be deported back to Jamaica. I guess some people are staying in their house and running around and trying to move from state to state. But the breaking news is that 5,000 people is on the list to be deported to Jamaica. Right now, I would say that as a man of God, what word would I give my Jamaican? Well, if you've been in America for a very long time, I would say if you got to go back or you end up going back, you will have to equip yourself to survive. I think you've been in America long enough. You're supposed to learn enough to survive in your country. Also, you can trust God. God can able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can think or act. So, but I'm saying, man, it's a lot of things going on. Just be encouraged. Hold the faith and know that all things work together for good. You may not see the good.
Yeah, my people are one of them this, See him there? One of the deported that the chum send out. See me walk with him suitcase? Yeah. So watch on, man. When I go home and check on the place, Because I don't know where I'm going to stay tonight or when. See that? One of them suitcase that, one of them that.
Yo, maybe think a joke. They maybe thought this as a joke, but a serious pussy clot. Let me tell you something. Yo, nobody in there Florida. Every fucking body gone from Florida, brother. The road empty your fuck. Store empty. Every fucking thing empty. Parking lot empty. Bruh. I don't know what to tell us. This, nobody now turn up for work. But what I realize, you see Florida, a lot of immigrants there. A lot of people are there. A lot of people there when you have them papers and them work your fuck. But I blame them to you. I blame them to you. Fuck, I may show you things. Them people are there for so fucking long. Bruh, them people are there a long time energy. And the man they could have straightened out their fucking self. The man they could have straightened out their fucking self, brother. But yo, you see. That's why I tell a man, say, yo, sometimes you can't make blood clot party and girl take your money in a dog. First thing you come here and say you have a blood clot, you have to make sure you say your thing alright, my G. You have to make sure you say yourself alright, because if you not alright, no blood clot body can't alright. And you have some people want to put them first before you, but you can't work that way, my G. You have to make sure you say, yo, you good at all fucking time. Because right now you have to run up and blood clot down and a duck from that one and a duck from Mr. One. You see me I come from? Brother car, which is if you did blood clot, organize yourself. You're not alright, but no. Back up on table, hype this out, this, that, car rental. Yo, brother, I don't like it, brother. I don't bumbo clot to Jice, but I don't like it, G. I don't like it. That's why I tell the man, I said, I'm going to have to take care of the blood clot self, G. Take care of the fucking self. Cause watch out. Orange man come in and go on in fuckery. You see me? Boy, I don't like it, dog. I don't like it. Yo, man, work too fucking hard, G. For him to keep up in fuckery, brother. You mean if you cut the fuckery? And the next thing I get blood clot, Walmart, them, yeah, be a fuckery I go on, G.
A 37-year-old black man just got deported, and he literally was born on a freaking U.S. base. Now, I know y'all like, how the hell he get deported and he's was born on a damn U.S. base? So his father was sent to Germany. His father was a U.S. soldier. He was sent to Germany. And so, of course, the mother went with the father to Germany or whatever. And they were living on the American base where they were stationed at in Germany. Well, he happened to be born 37 years ago on the damn base. And back then, Germany did not give him no citizenship. And the U.S., well, apparently he says he never knew that he was not a citizen until he got a misdemeanor for having his damn dog tied up to a tree. And then they shipped his ass right out here. So at first they sent him to Germany, y'all. Germany said he's not a citizen here. The U.S. says he's not a citizen here. So guess what they did? They sent his ass to Jamaica because that's where his dad is originally born. And now he's been in Jamaica for 5 months. And guess what, y'all? Jamaica is ready to put his ass out too, literally. And so I'm like, how the hell does this even happen? He literally has no citizenship nowhere, and the U.S. won't give it to him, even though he was born on a U.S. base. Tell me what y'all think about this shit, and make sure y'all follow for more.
Alright, so I have some quick information right here, so pertaining to how many Jamaicans are currently in America and their final removal order from the US. So currently, and this is not an updated list. This list was from last year. So there are currently over 5,000 Jamaicans. This is courtesy of ICE. 5,120 to be exact. Jamaicans who have given the final removal order from the US but hasn't leave. So they exhausted all their options, all the avenues to remain in the US, and the judge fined all 5,120 people to be in removal proceedings. Them say, oh, time for your leave because you don't have no rights to be here. 5,120, that's a lot. And 11 countries are in non-compliance, and it seems like Jamaica is one of those places where the government has said, oh, them not, but no, deportees, basically, what they're saying are in non-compliance. So it says ICE has listed several other Caribbean countries who are facing deportation. So these are the people who already exhausted their avenues to stay in the US. So 80, I'm talking about like the Caribbean region. So 80 have 32,363 people who have gotten their final removal orders from the US. Dominican Republic, they have 12,699 people who have received their final removal order from the US. Third, you have Jamaica. Jamaica have 5,120 persons who has gotten their final removal order from the US. You have St. Lucia with 202, Barbados 151, Grenada 149. But listen this, Mexico have a staggering 252,044 people who have been ordered to leave. Them get ordered for leave willingly, you know. So if them don't want to leave willingly, they might go leave forcefully. So as I said again, Jamaica has 5,120 was exhausted all avenues, lawyers, all type of avenue, waivers, and the judge said no, you got to go. But they're still in the US. So those are people who ICE are currently looking for as well to just put them out because they already received the removal orders. So that was a quick update, guys.
If you think you'll be deported and you want to leave on your own terms, you need to act fast and smart. But always first consult with an immigration lawyer, which I am not one, because you may just have options to stay. If not, voluntary departure is your next best move to avoid a deportation record. If you have a valid passport, just simply buy a ticket and leave quietly before authorities step in. If you don't have any documents, contact your country's embassy or consulate to get emergency travel documents, but do not mention that you want to be deported. It is important to close accounts, settle debts, and secure documents for any future re-entry, and avoid walking into an embassy or consulate or ICE office and tell them you want to be deported, because this could lead to detention or a formal deportation, which can bar you from returning. Leaving on your own protects your dignity and your future, so act now and control your exit before it's controlled for you. There are rumors that Donald Trump is deporting US citizens. Some people are panicking, but Jamaicans, especially those in the diaspora, you need to pay close attention, because the idea has been floated. Trump recently said homegrowns are next, referring to US-born citizens he wants to send to foreign mega prisons like the ones in El Salvador. But that's not the law. But when a president says things like that, it's not something you can ignore. In Congress, Republicans recently blocked an amendment that would have made it illegal for ICE to use federal funds to deport U.S. citizens. That doesn't mean that they're doing it, but it doesn't mean that they close the door either. And yes, there are documented cases where U.S.-born children as young as 2 and 4 years old were deported along with their undocumented mothers. Federal judges also ruled it unconstitutional, but by then the damage was already done. So Jamaicans in America, stay alert. This is not the time to assume anything. Understand your immigration status, double check your documents, and just stay ready.
Caribbean cousin in America, you know, and I know, ICE is on the move. So, my advice to all my Caribbean cousins in America who is undocumented, and you know Trump is on a different level, and you know Trump signed executive orders to gather all the undocumented immigrants. So if you know all that, what is your next step? Your next step is do not wait for ICE to collect you. Book a plane ticket and go home willingly. That is my advice to you. Because Caribbean cousin, you don't want to end up in ICE custody. Because Trump is willing to send all you to Guantanamo Bay. And when you reach over there, you will not see the light of day. So Caribbean cousin, if you could leave America, go home. Home is different. We can survive there now. You know, we don't like to be shamed. So I'll you go home with your head up high. Instead of you being escorted, maybe by ICE on a plane or end up in Guantanamo Bay. Go home, my Caribbean cousins.
Guys, you never know how serious something is until somebody where you know get caught up in a certain things. Like people were saying that ICE is deporting only those who have criminal records or people with them definitely I look for. No go so. I make nobody trick no. I lies. Someone that I know, they were in a car, right? Police stopped the car. Police wanted documentation for everybody. Everybody had documentation except that one person. And did you know them call ICE? That person is being locked up right now and they're set for deportation. So you don't need to have no sort of crime. You just want to be undocumented. You just want to have no ID for sure them to say yeah you're there legally. Me never know see I saw it go. Me literally just know when me hear this tonight, I was shocked. Up until now me I talk to no me shocked.
My Jamaican and Caribbean family, have you ever heard about third country deportation? Well, listen carefully, because on June 23rd, the U.S. Supreme Court handed down a critical ruling in the case of the Department of Homeland Security versus DVD, a case involving a Jamaican man identified only by his initials who was facing deportation from the U.S. This case has now set a precedent that allows the U.S. government to deport individuals to third countries, places they've never lived in, without prior notice or a full court hearing. The legal basis for this decision lies in Section 1231 of U.S. immigration law. It states that if deporting someone back to their home country isn't possible or practical, the government can remove them to another country that will accept them. The Supreme Court ruling means that this can now happen swiftly without giving the person time to explain if they face danger, persecution, or torture in that third country. This ruling came through what's called the shadow docket. It's an emergency decision or process with no full trial or detailed written opinion. It reversed a lower court ruling that had tried to block these fast-track deportation, and Justice Sonia Sotomayor and others strongly oppose this move. They warned that this will bypass due process and put human lives at risk. So to every Jamaican and Caribbean national living abroad, take this as a warning. This is not the time to take chances with your immigration status. Don't be reckless. Don't go out there acting the fool. Respect the laws of the US and make sure that you keep your records in order. And one more thing, move wisely, because the system is changing very fast, and no more than ever, we have to move very smart, stay within the law, and protect ourselves and our families.
Guys, we need to talk about the trajectory between when people get deported, backyard, or they're mad. Like, I swear to God, it almost happened to me. You see, when I was in high school, they shipped me right back to Jamaica because they claim I was giving trouble. And, like, it almost mad me. Me not see my period that month there. Me almost licked my chip. And it's not like I was, like, officially deported and I couldn't go back. I knew I could go back and me still almost got mad. So I can imagine the people them where them know so them actually really can't go back. And something we mad for true, man. And something we mad for true, mad for true, mad for true. Let me ask my little sister because she also got shipped back. Kayla, wait, come here. When them said about Jamaica, how did you feel? If she said the best day, yeah. Because you know, so you could have. Because she knows that she had to do that, she could have traveled back. But imagine if you couldn't go back, because you say you lived the nice life of foreign. Oh, God. But blessings to all my brothers and my sisters out there who get deported and them lick them chip and them really are mad out.
Nowhere no better than yard. Welcome back home. 107 deported touchdown in Jamaica. Today, the 29th of the 5th, 2025, from United States of America. Guess what? 65 out of them are Irish criminal. Location, Spanish Town, Kingston. Precise, downtown Kingston. Well, and them left here from when them a child. Come back in their late 30s and 40s, near 50s. Brother, Jamaica is not the same. These new police them down here and these new youth them down here will grow up when you left a baby. No take no talk. No take no press. So listen to me. Only criminal act and criminal behavior. Repent of it. No start it because the very moment when you start it, remember, bright light coming for you, or madden, or hard you down a Clarendon, or water, or flip and sun, same way. You see what Jamaica one? We know now watch the news. These police quick for dirt, these youth quick for dirt. Send it to me, Jamaica, that's the code down here. Listen what the Prime Minister said, bro, God, and the Security Minister. Rehabilitate yourself, find a job, get your money, start some Muslim business, but not talk about crime. Else, gone too soon, gone too soon, you will reach you.
Here's why I am more concerned with how Jamaica is running and how we are positioned for the future than I am disappointed in Trump for deporting our Jamaican brothers and sisters from the United States of America. I want you to consider this analogy with me, and this is an analogy of a house. So let's say the house is yours and you are living in Kingston and you have relatives, let's say from Clarendon, and there is little to no opportunity for employment in Clarendon, but there is more in Kingston. So you give approval for a couple of your brothers and sisters and your colleagues and your cousins to come and live with you in Kingston. You know, they came in and you approve it, them get your approval before, and now they're living with you. And then you realize that a couple of your cousins came to visit you as well, but they decided that they're not going home. They didn't ask if it's okay to stay. They just decided that they're not going home. And so they stayed and they tried to get work and tried to get different opportunities in Kingston. A couple of other cousins, you just go to work one day and they pop up and they're there and they decide that they're not going home. And this keeps happening, and so you realize that you actually have an entire full house. Here's what's going to happen to the house. the space is gonna get limited day by day, and so is the resources. That too is going to be burdened. So in that house, you're now going to be concerned about the light bill. How much is it that you're paying for the light bill? Some of them working, some not working, some who is working is not contributing, and the light bill is increasing and your water bill is increasing, and you realize that you have less and less space, and eventually if that continues, I mean, it's going to affect your ability to provide food in the household. What plans do you have for food security and all of those issues in the household? Maybe a little bit from now, you will have to get up from your bed and to sleep on the sofa while people keep coming in that house. And this analogy is the reality of America, that a lot of persons go to America because the country where they're from is not so developed, and it's hard for their dreams to become a reality and for them to take care of their families. So they leave in search of better. Some are approved to be there, while some of them will enter by other means, you know. And I cannot wrong Trump completely for saying, all right, we've got to slow down and we've got to look on the system. And one of the ways that he probably views it is that he will say to the cousins that did not get his approval to go back to where you're from. Let me fix the issues that I have here. And this is what is happening in America at the moment. So I don't blame him completely and entirely. What I'm more concerned about, though, is Jamaica. And as our brothers and our sisters come back, what are they coming back to? And this is our opportunity to look on our society, you know, as they're looking on theirs. Look on Jamaica to see what are the things that we need to do as a nation to ensure that Jamaica can be the place for Jamaicans and we can live and enjoy Jamaica. And some of those things would mean livable wages. You know, the wages, the money where people are get have to make sense so that they can take care of them family. It will be the roads. What are the road conditions of Jamaica? So people who have business ideas can develop Jamaica. It will be with health system. When the persons who are here feel sick or, you know, they're having medical challenges, what are the facilities in place to take care of the regular Jamaicans? And what of our education system? What of our systems, you know? So these are the things that we need to look on. We need also to create opportunities. What of our industries? What are we making? What are we building? You know, what are we doing in terms of production? So when we have the mass production and we have a lot of food and a lot of goods and a lot of services, what are we doing with those? When we have a surplus, are we canning or are we tinning things? Are we selling? What can we do as a nation? You understand? And what can be done from the side, from the hands of the government? We are paying for governance and we need value for governance. And that's the kind of Jamaica that we need to look on. So we need to welcome these people home. We need to provide the kind of systems for them when they come home and the kind of support so that they can become easily integrated into society and also they can become productive. But we need to bridge the gaps that are existing in Jamaica. Stop looking at America and what they're doing and look on Jamaica, because day by day, and if we don't hold our government accountable, we're going to have less and less of Jamaica to put forward and to pass on to our kids. So we have to demand value for governance. All right? Well, that's my 2 cents. What is yours? What are your views on this? Light up the comment section. Let's talk.
All right. So for all of my Jamaicans, them who there in America right now, you know, so it's a crazy time in America right now. Like everything just a go off. Everything just a go off. For all of my Jamaican people, them who there in America and they're and straight in the country, and you know, say you don't have no paperwork or nothing. Like, even if you have paperwork and stuff like that go on, you don't need to panic, right? Because they might deport everybody once they catch you. If they catch you, then you're going in a problem. Yes. But if you stay low under the radar, then you know, out of sight, out of mind. Like nobody nah go look for people from house to house and from door to door and that down. Yes, if you have a job, you have to go be worried about your job because they're going to places like them not go have places. You know, they're looking for criminals mostly. So if you ever get in trouble with the law at any point at all, if police ever get involved in nothing for you with your name on paper or anything like that, yes, you gotta be very extremely cautious and concerned because they're coming for you. You don't know if your name is on that paper. But for the people them who just there, just live their daily life, day to day, go in and out work and, you know, just go on to their thing. Stay low, be vigilant, but I'm gonna make it stress you so much. I'm gonna make it get to your head so much. You know, you got supermarket, nobody got supermarket that much now. Go to the supermarket, go to the shopping, go to the grocery shopping. Buy online if you can. And when you can't, if you can ask somebody to buy for you, buy for you. Nobody with the supermarket business, nobody with the going out and the shopping here. It's just go last on our rock, basically. And if you got your job, why? I know a lot of wanna just a lot of living situation and just be very careful. Just be very careful because even though they're raiding business places and them are raid like them are go after criminal, if you get caught in the fire or you get caught in the scene, then you gonna become a part of that. You understand? So lay low, don't stress yourself too much, just be cautious, be vigilant, and just listen. Alright?
Well, I'm an immigration. Okay, you're a citizen of the United States?
Do you have a warrant?
Yes, I have a warrant.
Okay, hold it off. I don't need a warrant.
I don't need a warrant. Alright. I'm not going to say that this. Do you Spanish from immigration? No. No. Alright, sir. You've been saying you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to answer any of their questions. What country are you from? Documents, identification.
Sir, how are you feeling right now? Can I ask your reaction?
No question.
No question. What country are you from, sir?
Don't answer any questions, alright? Stay calm.
Sir, are you a U.S. citizen?
This guy is not your friend.
Let me know. Some media.
What country are you from? How do you feel about being deported?
I don't answer any questions, boss. No questions, media or the officers.
Oh, sorry, I don't have to
Do you have any reaction?
Remember your right to remain silent.
Guys, put them out.
If you're in Florida, you're undocumented, you need to listen up now. We all know that the immigration bill passed, right? And they are waiting, I should think, for July the 1st for this bill to start, to take effect. You understand? But now they ain't waiting no more. The bill been signed, the bill been passed. But what they're doing, they're out in their numbers now. From Friday till now, the amount of text, the amount of voice note me hear. This morning I woke up to persons drawing my attention to my WhatsApp group only to go over there for hear voice note. Persons in the moment being detained, sending voice note out to me, don't know if them family or friends. It so happened that, you know, they shared it in the group, sure, with their consent, of course, just warning people to be careful. The amount of people get picked up already, as I said from Friday, I was here on my live a couple days ago, persons in the live sharing that the friends get detained, family, persons where them don't know them say eyes border patrol out in them numbers. A person once say they see border patrol at the airport taking photos of persons, they don't know why. They see border patrol at the Jamaican restaurant over in Florida. Now I woke up to the horrible voice notes this morning of persons in the process being detained, sharing what is going on. Them a line up. She was describing me, talking my body full of cold bump. I literally cried this morning. I reach out to somebody in the group and she'll tell me what's going on. Guys, they ain't waiting for July the 1st. They're doing it now. They started. If you plan for leave now. Because them now wait. One of the voice note me listened to a while ago again, the lady say, them said them are going to start go from door to door. And I think based on how she said she hear this out of the officer mouth directly. They were detained, they were processed, and they don't come through the border.
They say if you come to the border, it worse for you, but they're talking about persons who come on a visitor visa and now look how the bus them come picking up on the hotel or the place where them going to stay and go dropping off at the local work wanna do. You understand with the agency have the bus them come picking up, the man them know the bus them live at Florida from the yard they know the transportation you guys take and they lay with the transportation and take the people them off of the bus, detain them one by one, they get released. But you feel like all is well because they get released. It's not because they get released to report to the court. They call it what the PCP area. Me don't know which part that's in Florida, the Panama area this I guess. So I'm saying if you want to leave, no matter wait. Persons are they're if it because on the sign a lease and the lease officer want to pay a whack of money before you leave. When have a little lease the sign no want to leave because the lease officer have to pay a whack of money in order to leave. Leave, still pay the lease, empty out the place in the work you going down. One person already gone down, she self-deported herself. But do you have anything back home to go home to? They're out in their numbers. No.
No, look how the tables have turned. All I want to know they are foreign how long. I want to come here. You can imagine your sister beg your money, your auntie beg your money, you have your mother to take care of and your father. And you make up every excuse in the world not to help out your family. I mean, understand, and every time you have it. But you see, when you have it, that little $50 if you fill up your auntie prescription, you would never seen it. You buy beer designer and car. Look pa you now out to get deep. Where you go? You never build up now where Jamaica. No found they are foreign years, on top of years. Oh God, if you're not even get your papers yet, you tell me say, you could have built up one room in Jamaica 15 years already are foreign and not even one room in yard. Now imagine you get deep now. Where you go sleep? Someone wanna focus. I wanna make up the most excuse in the world. Why you go to 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8 and 9 and 10 car of foreign? Apartments, designers, and you don't have nothing in the yard. So when I get deep now, he said auntie with your style and he said sister. I feed them yard there go back.
Yo, Jamaica have the most crab in a barrel mentality. Me see a man post a video, see, with him voice behind it. And man say, yo, 2,000 Jamaicans, undocumented Jamaicans, are calling the Jamaican embassy, begging help to return home because Donald Trump have them in cages, not giving them any water, and not feeding them and returning them back to the country. And this man is celebrating. He's rejoicing. He's happy. And most of the time, these people say I celebrate them thing, I the one them will never travel. How are you happy and celebrating a man's downfall? Better yet, your country, brother. I tried and go try the waters and no work out in a farm. I'm more than sure if you had gotten the chance, you would have taken it. Because who no want make more money, who no want better for themselves and them family. And we know in a Jamaica it's very hard. If you make it in Jamaica, thumbs up to you. And most of the time for you to make it, you have to rob somebody, whether white collar or you hold them up and take it. But at the celebration, bro, like, you're glad, you're happy. So this I read some people. Like, oh, is that happy for you? Oh, is that nice for you? Yeah, God no. But me I gotta say this, brother. Be careful where you laugh at. Because I've seen people turn into the exact same thing that they laughed at. You hear that? Big up, though.
I hear Donald Trump say he's going to do a mass deportation in America. And everywhere I go through the internet, I am seeing hundreds of videos with Jamaicans getting nervous. Say, Trump, I'm going to deport them back to Jamaica. I don't like that looking now. And if that should happen, it can be dangerous for Jamaica. Dangerous in the sense of if Trump are going to deport, let's say, maybe hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans back to Jamaica, and the majority are going to go back with 2 long hands, with nothing, how that are going to work out? You know how much Jamaicans in America where I struggle Where if you put them on a plane right now and send them to Jamaica, they walk out of the airport, they don't know. They don't remember which part to turn garden yard. So all that will work out. That will cause a lot of problem in a Jamaica. In regards to the crime rate and all kind of thing, the pressure are going to get even rough and tough and tight upon Jamaica. That are going to cause a lot of havoc and decadence in the country. If that should happen. I don't think it is fair, you know. Yes, I don't think it is fair. I think if Trump want to deal with mass deportation, I think him have to go deport himself first. Go back to Ireland and them place there. Where them forward from, because the only people in America who have 100% rights for America is the indigenous people. Yes, some people can tell me say they left up a you corrupt and go down in America there and eliminate a group of people and took over the country and run through slavery and all them type of thing there and built up that land and now claim it that even the indigenous people them not have no rights in them own land. Me not get it. You know see it. All the world stand by and watch them thing and go on. And I want to say a good or righteous thing someone I do. It was inhumane and unrighteous from the initial stage of this thing when the item forward of America go fire up shots and go out a bag of thing over there and took over people's place. Deport myself first. Come on. Deport back everybody to their land if I saw it go. All of the European them included Trump deport themselves back to Europe. Who if you go on our Middle East round so? Who if you go down our Caribbean down so? And who if you go around so and go around so? And give back the indigenous people them land. Alright, sir. Can I run and strong around here? Me! Shocking more.
He was born on a U.S. base in Germany. He was raised in Texas. And then he was deported to Jamaica, a country he's never even visited. This is the story of Jermaine Thomas. So Jermaine Thomas was born on a U.S. base by a U.S. soldier. And his father did serve in the U.S. Army for over 18 years. Understand that. So he ended up getting arrested for trespassing. And ICE decided to detain him. His father was originally a Jamaican immigrant, came to the United States, got his citizenship, and became a U.S. soldier. I guess there were some technicalities in the paperwork, and they were able to send Jermaine to Jamaica, a country he's never even visited. And now, Jermaine is considered stateless. And to be stateless is to mean that you are a man who belongs to no country. How is that okay? That man was raised here in Texas. And you guys thought that the immigration was only going to affect the Hispanics. You guys said we were supposed to sit this one out. Now look, this is what U.S. immigration laws do to even military families. Do you think what they did to Jermaine Thomas was okay? Drop one of those down below if you do not. Let me know if you think immigration laws need to change. Or is this what we're about to stand for?
Welcome back. Hope you have watched a very, very emotional message and crying from the Jamaicans people who are living now because people are now living in United States because there's undocumented this crackdown that is going now in United States because Trump has become a very cruel person now. He's deporting people anyhow. He don't care if you have a family. He don't care if you have children in school. They don't care if you have just stayed in United States for more than maybe 80 years. But these guys is really deporting people in a very bad manners with the people crying out and without help because Jamaicans in United States, most of the dominants are the Jamaicans. Our Jamaicans are really living in United States. I've stayed there for so long time. If you have seen that video, that guy is really crying out that he has spent in United States for more than a decade, and he was raised in United States and he was born in the States, but ICA agent has been deployed to deport them back to their countries without nothing, without no reason, because these people, when they find you, they will just detain you, they harassed you, they arrested you, and then they will report you back. And you have seen how really those ladies are really crying out that their husbands has been abducted. They have been detained for so long by the ICA agent, and we know the person who is controlling those ICA agent. Those ICE agent is being controlled by one and only Donald Trump. That government is the only that is running those ICA agent. Those people, when they find you anyway, they'll just deport you. So if you are now living in United States, staying in university, just deport yourself, because these people, they are coming for you now. Because if you have find that if you can go to pick G trains are now in school, and you find that IC agents went in schools and pick their children and deport them back, it seems that these guys are a very really serious, and this crackdown is really hurting a lot of the Jamaicans people. A lot of black people are being hurted by these people, because we thought that we most of those white people thought that maybe when they voted for Donald Trump, they will maybe protect them, but Trump has that big has turned to be a very cruel to we as the black people, and so the Jamaicans. So Jamaicans are being deported. They are crying, because you can imagine somebody has born in United States, has no any home, and you deport him or her coming back to Jamaica, and he doesn't know where to go. He just coming Jamaica to maybe to cry, because he has stayed United States for her or his life, entirely life, and you deport him because of this undocumented item. So this has made life being hard to United States people. They are now coming out and demand what, and if these people now going to deport our people, it's now the high time people also we started deporting their people, because it's the two-way traffic. You cannot continue deporting us and we leave you in our country. So people are crying out. Some of them are coming to Jamaica, some of them are coming to Africa without nothing, without crying, because these people, when they find you, even in airport, even in workplace, they will just deport you. They will don't care where you live, they will just deport you. In fact, if you can imagine, if they can just deport a children who is now learning in school, what about you, the man, or what you, the lady who has maybe gone to supermarket, and they are really suffering, and it has caused a lot of now the labor shortage now is rising up in United States, because now the white farmers and maga farmers are crying, because there is no anybody who have come and work in their farms. So their farms are going bankrupt and nobody is turning back to work to a country. So kindly guys, if you are watching me for the first time, let me see reaction on comments. Let's interact in comment section. What is now happening in United States and what is the solution? Because if somebody has lived in that, has stayed in entire life in United States with the he called this is my home, and then you deport him going back to Jamaica, where that guy will be go, because he or her doesn't any house in Jamaica, he's just a squatter. So let's interact and see how these people are really suffering out. And for Jamaicans, people are now living in United. If you are just undocumented, it's just a warning to you that Donald Trump is really causing a lot of problem to we as the black people, and also the black and so the Jamaica. So you can just deport yourself and let's build our own country. Let's love our own continent, because there's no any continent that we can live. It's ours that we can build our own Africa. It's ours that we can own on Caribbean. So kindly guys, it's so hard as I go to deport the children to deport the people living in disability without knowing that these people belong here, because they were taken there because through the slavery most of them went to look for Christ. So kindly guys for watching me for the first, I'm your host Team Testigation. Remember to subscribe in this channel, like, share and comment, and let's interact on comment section. Bye for now, see you next.